Hello, everyone. So we have with us today Dr. Taranum, who's got an incredible score of 236 in her very first attempt at FMG Jan 25 exam. Heartiest congratulations, Dr. Taranum.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you to you also. Thank you to the whole MedSynapse Academy. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Taranum. I can see all the smiles and happiness on your face. जो खुशी दिख रही है ना एकदम. It's superb. So,
Yes.
Taranum, where have you done your MBBS from?
Ma'am, actually, first we were in Ukraine, but due to war, we transferred in fourth year to Bukhara Medical University, and from there we completed the pre-final years.
Okay, all right. And when
Yes,
did you
ma'am.
start preparing for FMG?
It was in fifth year. Mainly, it was from fifth year. Earlier, I also used to study from here and there, like for the college exams. But mainly for FMG, I started in fifth year.
Okay, all right. And how was your approach to the preparation? Like once you decided that now it's a time that I have to start preparing for FMG, how did you actually, utilize your time, break down your study cycles? How was it?
Actually, I used to study like from coming from the class. I used to study every day for like I used to make notes so that when I come home for the after the vacations, I have all the notes that I can study. So I worked on that. I used to complete my notes. I used to watch the videos. I watched all the main videos. I have never watched rapid revision, nothing. Just in the end, I have watched LRR, but as if I watched all the main videos when I was in college. And after coming, then I revised all those notes.
Okay, nice. So you have been like a good performing student right from the beginning.
Yes, ma'am, I think so.
Oh, nice. It actually helps. Like, nevertheless, not to say that students who are not very serious during the MBBS years cannot crack this exam, but definitely who are serious right from their MBBS years. It's easy for them to crack this exam. It's like a cakewalk for them.
Yes, ma'am. Also, it's easy. Also, it's less burden when you come home. Like for me, it's very difficult if I'm coming home. Like I came home after 6 years, so it was very difficult. Like I could not sit whole day. If you have already done the work, it's easy on the part for 6 months that you can study. If you study like 6 7 hours a day, it will be pretty achievable target if you have already done early.
Very, very true, right? Your base is
Yes.
ready. You just have to build on that. So that
Yes.
makes things easy, right? And that Taranum, I know that you've been a MedSynapse app subscriber and user as well. So we would really like to know about that as well. How did MedSynapse app actually help you in your journey?
Ma'am, actually, always you said now that use your primary resource and just add on the mnemonic. But you know what, my medicine answers, even if I'm not understanding a topic from a video, suppose it's very big, any topic that I couldn't understand, I don't want to watch. I just watch your videos. All subject videos of medicine I have watched, and there it would have been easy, like the first aid all the topics from the first aid, they were pretty helpful in understanding the topic. Like it was not that add-on. It was, first I did these videos only. With the notes, these mnemonics I made with the notes only. It was not after the notes that I did the mnemonics. So these mnemonics when I did earlier, so it was revisable. I revised 2 3 times the mnemonics, so these are stuck in my head only. Till
Mm.
now, also, even if I give the other exam after a year, it will be stuck. I know that.
That's what I think is the beauty of it. And I think you've done a smart work basically doing the Meds and Apps videos first because you learn so many tricks that make things easy for you. And especially, like you said, for FMG aspirants when they have to give NEET PG also. So if you learn the tricks, along with your FMG exam preparation, it becomes very, very easy for your NEET PG exam as well.
And also, ma'am, I think this app is very underrated for FMG students. They don't realize how important it is. And I will advise everyone to watch all the videos.
Yeah.
Like, even if you can skip the main videos, you should watch all the videos from the app. Ma'am, because it will not directly help you crack the questions, but in my GT also once I was giving a marrow GT and in the question it came what is the metal for urines. So, okay, I was like, what was that? I don't know. It was not in my notes. I have not studied. In the end, after doing all the questions, I realized, oh, ma'am said Eureka moment is Nikita. It's
Yeah.
nickel, so I marked nickel. Like it was like that. Everything got, if you, in the front, if it is the question is there, you remember it from the mnemonic.
Very true. I mean, you never know which mnemonic will strike you when, and I don't think it was all about just mnemonics, but decoding the difficult concepts also, like you mentioned, like be it from the first aid book, or like we have the Wiggers diagram, the PV loop, right? So many concepts, the murmurs and all of that. You learn it with
Yes,
the
ma'am.
tricks, right? It becomes much easy, right? And it,
Yes.
it saves a lot of time in your exam as well.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. That's true. It saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like that question also competitive, non-competitive. You know it will come in every exam. You know that. You know if it is cross, it is competitive now. You can't go wrong. So it is just a question of 1 second. Like
Mm.
you don't even have to think. So it's very, useful to do those mnemonics, I think.
Yeah, I can see, how well you remember all the mnemonics. Like, अभी तक याद है एग्जाम हो गई रिजल्ट आ गया सब हो गया बट अभी तक याद है क्रॉस इज कॉम्पिटिटिव.
Story mnemonics, ma'am, I remember after that allergic conjunctivitis, that old person, and that basal ganglia mnemonic stories, that in ophthalmologist fissure, superior orbital, that diagram, everything I remember.
I mean, I can see that you would perform really well in your NEET PG exam as well.
I hope so, ma'am. I hope so. I'm trying my best. I just started preparation. I was thinking to start for NEET PG now since it has been a month since the exam.
Nice, nice, like superb. I mean, you are on the right track. I mean that's great. So Taran, we would also, like to know that the approach to the GTs and the GT reviews. How should that be?
Ma'am, I think we should give, if not after 10 days, after 15 days, I think we should give the GT from the starting only. Like, at least before the exam, you should give at least 20 to 25 GTs before the exam, you should give after 15 days. And ma'am, I used to review for 15 days, I used to review a GT.
Oh, is
Like,
it?
I don't give the whole day, I just at night before sleeping, 1 hour I used to give to a subject for the GT. Like that, I used to review.
Oh, nice. I
Yes.
mean, did you remember because you stretched your review over so many days, तो याद रहता था कि मैंने ये आंसर क्या सोच के मार्क किया था. Mm.
Ma'am, actually, I think, yeah, other question, if you remember the question, it's either you know or you don't know. Ma'am, I don't think there is a between. So you know that you don't know the topic, so you will, it was not like it okay,
Okay.
I've studied the topic, so we know if this was wrong. I have not remembered that. I think so.
Okay. So did you make notes
Yeah.
out of your GT reviews?
I know, ma'am. I used to mark in my main notes only. If I did a topic wrong, I used to mark in the G. I used to highlight it that okay, I have to study it again.
Okay.
So I used to do like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, notes were actually pretty vast, so I need not to write anything else.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
And how did you manage the revisions? I mean, what did you revise every single day, even when you were doing the first read, or you did it only after the first read is when I will revise? How was your approach?
No, ma'am. Every day I used to revise. It was like when I came home, it was a 6 month period, so I did three revisions in that period for 3 months, then 2 months, then final 1 month. Like that, I did, and I revised all my notes.
Okay. And
Yes,
did
ma'am.
it
I
all
did
the
all.
IQs as well?
Yes, ma'am. All. In the starting, I used to do AIMS also, INI previous year also, but due to lack of time, then I did only NEET PG and FMG. And ma'am, also this time exam, mostly NEET PG PYQ was also repeated. There were so many NEET PG PYQs also.
Okay. So now it's an absolute must to do NEET PG PYQs for FMG.
Yes, ma'am. And also, if you do it, will be a great base. You know the topics that are important. You get an idea of that.
Yes, very true. And if I ask about part A and part B, right, which is more scoring?
I thought part A was scoring, but in this year exam, I think part A was very difficult. Ma'am, it was like TSM questions were very out of the box. I like four numericals came, all my numericals came in the same order, like
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and in the first four questions only in the second first part, second set. So PSM was difficult. Otherwise, I think it was doable. Part B was easy this time.
Okay. Yeah. Especially, I think
Yeah.
OPGY becomes easy and it's a scoring subject. I mean, the common topics are asked. If you know it, right, you can do it really well.
Yes, ma'am, because of you also, there were so many long questions and you said read from the last line, because not then second last line. Also, ma'am, the last four videos which you recorded before the exam, also many questions from every slide which you told, especially from the last video, from every subject you told, one question did came from that.
Right. So the
Yes, ma'am.
in
Yeah, because in second set question is long, so you get so many clues. I think part B is easy.
yeah. Well, actually, lengthy questions become easier to solve because they tend to give you so many clues in the question itself. So it
Yeah,
is
yes,
to come
ma'am.
to the answer.
Yes.
And Taranum, what would be your suggestion to the students, so that they can increase their speed of solving the MCQs? They don't face this problem of, time management during the exam.
Ma'am, I think everyone should do questions regularly, like 50-50, at least 150 to 200 questions you should do in the early part of preparation. So,
Okay.
ma'am, it becomes a habit. You'll not get time constrained. If you do solve so many questions, then I think it would be easy. And not relying mostly on Q banks. If you will rely only on the PYQs, if you don't have time, then also it will be a great help.
Okay.
Like it's better if you do PYQs from many years, then it will be a great help, I think.
True that. You did PYQs till what year? Which year? Oh,
It was, I think, 20 from 2018. It was there in the app, so till then only.
okay. Okay, that's great. And did you also watch the extra edge videos that we had apart from the short? We had short extra edge videos. Did you watch those as well?
I actually watched all the videos. I have, drained your app from the core. I have not left even any mnemonic that is in the app. From first, I watch all the subject videos. Then short, I used to forward only because in the last month I watched all the short again. Like before, also two times I watched short, and extra some topics were repeated from the main videos, main subject videos also. So whichever I felt that it is not included, I used to watch that from the extras.
Okay. So, I mean, the extra
Yeah.
edge videos, did they also help? I mean, I'm particularly asking for the FMG students. Like, does it help or like you think कि नहीं सब short कर लो तो भी ठीक है?
Ma'am, I think if you only do 50%, you'll able to solve only 30% questions. If you will do 100% syllabus, at least you will able to solve 70% questions. I don't think you should miss on any topic because even one line in your notes can get you 2-3 marks. It is possible. If you only do only previous year topics, only some topics selected, then I think it's very frustrating in the exam because 50% questions you don't know them. And the 50% you know, it will be very frustrating on the mind that we don't know this, previous were wrong. So I think you should do, if you have time, you should do all this whole syllabus. Once at least you should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And which was the subject that you struggled the most with during your preparation?
I think yeah, it would be PSM because it is very vast and you don't know what will come in the exam. This year also, ma'am, PSM was very difficult for me in the exam. I did all the numericals. I practiced them so much, but still in the exam I couldn't solve that one numerical question. It happens because of the stress. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, exam hall stress is entirely different, even then when you give the GTs and the mocks.
Yeah, because also, ma'am, after so many years, we are giving something, an Indian exam. We have not experienced that. So it's difficult. There also we used to give, but that was different, and this is entirely, and it is a It is a matter of 6 years hard work. We have to clear this exam, so we can't put anything at stake here.
True, true. And how about you watch the extra videos as well? You do have the magic book for the short videos, but you do not have a book per se as of now for the extra videos. So did you make the notes, or did you make use of the PDFs that I make available with every video? How did you approach that?
Ma'am, I used to download that PDF, and I used to not all PDF I used to download. Mostly, I used to make notes of all the mnemonics. Usually, I have a separate PDF of your name of your file, and in that I have so many subjects written, and in that I used to write all the mnemonics. And during studying a subject, I used to study from those mnemonics, and uh, some videos I have of that PDF. I have annotated PDF I used to add if I was a little lazy to write. So that's that.
Okay, nice. And if I ask you, like,
Yeah.
which has been your favorite mnemonic?
Anesthesia, anesthesia subject mnemonics are great. I think, it is a 2 hour video, short, but you will not find even a single question that cannot be answered from that video. It's so useful. Ma'am, that anesthesia short video is very nice. You need not study from anywhere else if you watch that video.
Okay, I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that's great.
Also, that Kyra mnemonic was very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so your milestone.
Yeah. Milestone mnemonics were very nice.
Great. And Taranam, how did you tackle the low days during your preparation? आज पढ़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा, तुम क्या
I
कर?
think if you, even if it is a low day, you need to study. And even if you are studying for 1 hour, it's enough. But don't lose even a day that you're not studying. It will lose the momentum. You will not have the momentum the next day then. At least even if you are busy, just watch a video. Just do 30 questions. Just solve a custom. But do something at least on that day. Don't let that day go, waste. Because, ma'am, so much is at cost for this exam. You can't leave a day like this. You have to get motivated every day.
True. But yeah, surprisingly, I'm seeing like all the first attempters have scored really well in the exam, right?
Yes,
All the
ma'am.
toppers that I've interviewed so far, almost all of them, they are like first attempters.
Yes, ma'am, because we know the value. We can't now also, ma'am, in where we are studying now, it has become a very, good environment. Everyone is studying together. Everyone wants to clear this exam. Everyone is helping each other. Like in my group also, everyone has passed.
Nice.
We used to help each other. We used to study there. We used to come here, talk to everyone on phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? So it is really helpful that way.
Yeah, but I just read that, and it was so heart touching, right? It is not just important whether you succeed or you don't succeed. It's also important that how you ran the race. Whether you were
Yes,
just
ma'am.
being very selfish about, I want to crack this exam, or you're like, no, I'll take my friends along. I mean, all of us should pass. So that's really, really the spirit that should be there when you're preparing for the exam.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. That's very important.
Yes, true. And Taranum, anything else from your end that you would like to share with our future aspirants?
I think best of luck. Follow Nikita ma'am blindly. I'm telling you, even if you watch, even if you've not done anything, first I'm saying do everything. I'm not saying don't do anything, but even if you have not studied the subject, just watch her videos and you will be fine. I can guarantee you that you will be fine. It is so good. Just watch all her videos. Don't leave anything. Everything is covered. I think even if she says that, it's just an extra, you need to do primary source. But even if you watch all the videos and do all the questions, you will be sorted. For minor subject, at least you can rely on her completely.
Thank you. Like in no ways, right, guys? This is like I've asked Taranum to say this. It is a honest review from her end as itself. And thank you so much, Taranum, for those kind words. Right,
Thank
it's
you so
the
much, ma'am.
first of
Thanks to you.
yeah. Thank you so much, Taranum, and I'm pretty sure, looking at your enthusiasm and energy, you're going to do pretty good with your NEET PG exam as well. And
Thank you so
we are
much.
definitely going to meet again for another interview post NEET PG, or maybe post INICT as well, somewhere soon.
I hope so, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Taranum. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and see you again soon. Thank you.